Oh my goodness gracious. You're gonna have to give me a second because I'm not ready. Anybody who had Chatty Crafty starts the live stream before she's ready, bingo. Oh my goodness gracious. So we already have 10 people in here. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Hi, Rose. Nice to see you. Yay, nice to see you again. It's too cool to see you back here. Kathy, hello. Mary, hello. Amira, hello. Hanifa in the house. Another Mary. Doris, yay. Hi, everybody. Oh, we're down to 8. What happened? I come on live and 2 people leave? Okay, fine. That's fine. You do you. That's all I'm going to say is you do you. So, hey, very cool. Y'all have bingo cards. So bingo, let me talk about the bingo game before I finish getting set up because I've got stuff scattered from everywhere right now. From doing whatnot. So the bingo cards, for those of you that are new and you're coming in and going, what is this bingo thing? Which is totally understandable because there's a lot of people that have been, expressing interest in the channel but may not know the bingo game. I do a lot of weird, silly things while I'm doing these things, and they're not intentional. It's just, life's all over me while I'm doing these live streams. Sorry. Life's all over me while I'm doing these live streams. Was that not the most apropos moment for life all over me? I'm just saying. So when things happen, it's funny, and we make, we've made a game of it, to say the least. We've made a game of it. Hi, voice. Anybody got that? See, so we've made a game of it, and so when things happen, we just made a game of it, and now it's a bingo game, and the person who gets the most checks off for the whole card, or if anybody who fills the card, they're the bingo winners, and there can be like everybody who plays can win. So like if 6 people are playing, then there can be 6 winners. If 20 people are playing, then there can be 20 winners. Hello, hi Sherry, good to see you. Hey Elena, yay. Things go wrong in here. Yeah, I know, Elena. It's unbelievable to think that things might go wrong in a Chatty Crafty live stream. Nah, not possible. But everybody who wins gets one of these artist trading cards. And some of them are my signature flower that I've been drawing since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Some of them are ones that I've made using stamps, signature to the signature flowers. I've just been drawing this flower forever, so it's become that. Some of them are ones that I got really fancy schmancy on. Oh, you can't see most of them. I don't even have I don't even have this thing set up. Hold on, let me get this thing set up so that you can see my desk and everything. I had it pushed way down because I've been doing whatnot, so you can get in there. This one I'm not giving away. That is my first ever artist trading cards. This is the first ever flower that I did backwards, so I'm not giving that one away, but I'll do more backwards flowers. But all these other ones, that's what you get. That's your prize for the bingo game. And I just send one to you in the mail afterwards. We've had 1 winner so far, and she's already received her bingo card for it, and, her artist trading card for it. So they're just multimedia trading cards that you win, and you win one, and they're all original. They're all Chatty Crafty artist trading cards, and 30 years from now, when I'm super famous, you might be able to sell it for $1 million. Woo! Okay, yeah, that's probably not ever gonna happen. But that's what we do. That's the bingo game. So tonight is NOOB with washi tape and glitter paste. But I haven't found my glitter paste yet, which is not a surprise. But I did find solar paste. I did not even know that I had this. I was looking through boxes to find stuff to put up on whatnot, and I found the solar paste, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that. So I know I have glitter paste in here because I have shown it recently. I got it from Ollie's, and it's Bow Bunny, like, rose gold glitter paste or something like that, but I don't know where it is. Because, of course, I don't know where it is. I mean, where would life be if I knew where things were? So, anyway, I'm not even watching chat, so the dragon is adorable as well. Yeah, the dragon is really cute. Amira was with me when I did the dragon. It was on one of my whatnots that I didn't sell anything, so Amira and I just had a nice little chat, and I made the dragon It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I made the dragon and a few others, or maybe yeah, it was Amira and I that were chit-chatting. So yeah, when I get on Whatnot, my Whatnot's where I'm selling off the excess craft supplies that I have, because, you know, I do have to say that I have a lot of excess craft supplies, which y'all know because I keep complaining about it. So I've been doing that. I do not recommend Whatnot as an app for people who just casually want to check out Whatnot. I do not recommend it. It is way, way, way too easy to spend money on Whatnot. I'm just going to put it out there. I very much appreciate the support from the people in the guild who have been in my Whatnots and who also have bought some of my excess craft supplies. I do appreciate them very, very much. But I don't recommend Whatnot as something to just download if you're a casual shopper or if you're a person who likes to shop good deals, because it's really easy to oversell stuff. Oh, Doris is in the house. Yay! I need to get solar paste. It looks so nice when I see people using it. I've seen people using it. I did not know that I owned it. That's kind of cray-cray. I had no idea that I owned this stuff. I'm not even sure where I got it from. It's the 2023 release new. So, I mean, it's not surprising that it's just 3 years old at this point, but, hopefully you'll figure out the Whatnot app. Yes, the Whatnot app is actually very user-friendly, which is one of the reasons that it makes it so easy for people to overspend on it. Are there people that actually sell their craft items, not just buy? What is that like? There are people who sell their craft items. Hey, Erica, good to see you here. Yay. There are people who sell their craft items. When I'm doing my live tomorrow, I am actively going to be trying to sell my greeting cards. I have made boatloads before I started doing YouTube. Now this one I made on YouTube, so that one's not a before I started, and that one I made on YouTube. But before I started doing YouTube, I made a whole bunch of greeting cards. This is one that I made during a Whatnot. Amira was also in that one, and we had an awful lot of fun making this one. But yeah, these are greeting cards that I have made, and these are what I'm going to actively be trying to sell tomorrow on Whatnot. My Whatnot is also Chatty Crafty, same profile pic, same everything. But this is one that we made during NOOB with a Mink. This is, and I didn't even remember making these. I was going through my greeting cards and I found those. I was like, oh wow, that's from NOOB with a Mink. And then I also have some of the 5x7 form factor ones, but these are what I'm going to be selling on Whatnot tomorrow. And I have to admit that I've only sold 2 or 3 greeting cards, which is what I really want to start doing, is selling the greeting cards. I do want to sell off the excess craft stuff too. I mean, I've got craft stuff in here I'm never going to use, but I want to do the greeting cards because I think it might be more sustainable, because once I run out of the excess greeting craft stuff, I won't have anything else to sell. So I'm trying to transition that. And I'm trying to transition this YouTube channel away from shopping. Away from being a shopping channel, because the ollies, I don't know why, but I have a mental block on doing the ollies. I have 5 ollies in the can, and I have a mental block on doing the voiceover on them, and I don't know why. But I can't bring myself to do it. Every time that I've gone to edit the video, my brain goes, nope, we're not doing that today. So my brain keeps, running a roadblock in the whole idea of doing that. Wow. Oh, wow, there it is. I knew I had that. I could not find this. Oh, the mug there we go. I found it. Yay. And Valerie sent me this, and it is so beautiful. And I have been wondering where it was because I couldn't find it. It fell down. Wait, what else is down here? Oh, I've got more stuff that's fallen down here. Hold on. Let me get the stuff up here. Wow, when did this stuff fall down there? Wow. Massive amounts of things have fallen down there. Whoa. Okay. The little abyss next to my desk is just the stuff. Yes, even outside. Wait, thank you, Doris. What pretty cards. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. A raid is when a show is shutting down and they raid into an open show to aid in getting people exposed to the other sellers. Yes, but I don't do raids. I've never rated one of my shows, and I don't think I ever will. And a lot of that has to do with, y'all know me. Most of y'all know me. I have massive, severe anxiety disorder. I have severe PTSD. I have severe panic disorder with agoraphobia. I mean, I am just a bundle of nerves at any given point in time. And when I get raided into a show, you know, if I'm watching a show on YouTube or whatnot, or any of the ones that can do raids, because you can also raid on YouTube. I can raid this into another person's show, but I don't do raids because I know what I like to hear, and I know that I've referred to myself as emotional support background noise, which is what ESBN stands for. I think I put ESBN in the title of this one. But yeah, it's emotional support background noise, and I don't raid into another show because I don't know if people are there just for the sultry, dulcet tones of my weird little non-nasally voice, or if they're there for whatever reason, and I'm not going to subject them to something that they're not expecting. So I don't do raids. I know that raids are possible. I don't do them. That's the same reason that I don't use the @everyone or the @followers or the @top fans on Facebook. So you're never going to get an @followers where it says Chatty Crafty has mentioned you and other followers in a comment. I don't do that because I don't like the way it makes me feel, so I'm not going to make other people feel that way. So, I mean, I came very close in the last couple of days of doing an @everyone on the bingo card post that went up on Wednesday so that people knew that the bingo card post was ready to be posted on, but I still didn't even do that so that I could announce to people that the bingo card was. I sell my made items at craft fairs, but never my supplies. That's cool, and I support anybody, what they do. I support what people do. I don't do craft fairs, and pardon me, I have to take a drink. I am parched. I have been asleep since I got the packages ready today. I literally woke up like 15 minutes ago. Wrong pipe. Excuse me, wrong pipe. But I can't sell my stuff at craft fairs because I can't go out to craft fairs. And I know I've talked to somebody about this, but I can't even remember when or where. It might have been on Whatnot. It might have been here. It all falls down onto my husband to do everything. He has to set the whole thing up by himself. He has to do all of the sales by himself. He has to interact with all of the people by himself. He has to take the whole thing down by himself. He has to drive there by himself. He has to come home by himself. Neither of us are, even in the before times, neither of us are exceptionally social. Me, because I'm autistic and, you know, things in my past. I'm just not a social person. I don't have a group of friends in real life. I know I've said this. I was a teacher for, oh goodness, over 2 decades, and I have a whopping 3 teacher friends. 3 friends that I have met as teachers, and 2 of them are from one school that I taught at for a year. You know, I don't have friends. I don't do that. It's not something that is in my wheelhouse. And my husband's the same way. We're just not social people. So my husband doesn't have a group of friends that he can call on to help him do those things. So he ends up doing them by himself. And, you know, it's a lot for one person to do a craft fair all by themselves all day with no way to go to the bathroom and no way to stop and get something to eat and, you know, and never be down. So he has done a couple, but it's way too hard on him to do that. So, you know, it's not something that I request of him anymore. All right, so well, while I'm babbling on about that, I am setting up the stuff that I have to do this. I found this on my floor, literally on my floor. There's a pile of these over by the door to the craft room. I got this at Michael's when they were doing their clearance, so it was marked down to $4, and it is design cream. So I've got that, and I've got these solar pastes. So we're going to start with those, and eventually I will find the glitter paste, and I know that I need to have stencils to do this, so I have a few stencils back here. Look at this really pretty one. This one is going to do something really cool with the paste. I know it is. The discovery of the fallen, the discovery of the fallen items. Yes, Amira. Yes, even outside of the technically of what CC explains about the shipping, some people just start with the big boxes and shipping starts at $9.21. So you have to be aware of what they are selling. And yes, that's true too. Yes, I assume that you would not be doing raids. You're absolutely right, Doris. I don't do raids. I just shut down my show. If you want to go find someone else to watch, that is totally up to you. Absolutely, positively, I'm not going to force you to go watch somebody else. That's not in my wheelhouse. It's not something I do. I love that you care about people and the effects that they can have on them. Thoughtful people are, in my opinion, are rare. Yeah, thoughtful people are very rare. 2 over, bottom right, maybe. Doris, you're so funny. Thank you for respecting other people's privacy on whatnot. Doris, that's my cat, not a paper, but thanks. You have us. Thank you. Hey, Wynette. Yay, thank you, Wynette. I appreciate that. Not, I'm a teacher friend. Oh, wow, Brenda, you're a teacher. I'm assuming from that you're a teacher. That's cool. You have friends here. I do, Elena. I know I do. I'm not disputing that at all. And yeah, Doris, I agree with you. I know that for a fact. I keep going back to the fact that this entire thing would not exist if it hadn't been for Amira. Yes, Amira, I'm looking right at you. I'm looking right at you. Valerie was in on that one too, but I didn't realize that until much later, that Valerie was also in on NOOB with a Mink. I didn't know that. And oh, nutzel futzels. You know what? Hold on a second. I know for a fact that Valerie was not notified of this. Let me give her a straight notification on it. Come on, open up. How do I do that? Share. Copy link. Hold on a second. I'm doing something. I'm sidetracked for a moment. I am sending Valerie a straight notification because I know that YouTube didn't notify her. On now, if you have the spoons. The spoons. Hug, hug, heart, heart, spoon, spoon, hug. Spoon, spoon, hug, hug, heart, heart, spoon, spoon. There we go. All right, I'm back. Sorry, nope, I don't want Facebook open. I want that one open. All right, there we go. So, then go live, go to the live portion of it. There we go. All right, so, I'm going to go back to the chat. Ooh, thank you. I have 10 thumbs up on this one. Thank you very much, everybody who's done a thumbs up. Okay, I'm back. Understood what you meant, though. Hey, Mary Alice. Indeed, you have us middle school. Oh my gosh, Brenda. Wow. Yeah, I actually liked teaching middle school. I don't like the little kids. I don't like teaching little kids. It's not in my wheelhouse. And I'll tell you why. I will openly tell you why. My reason for not ever wanting to teach middle school, elementary school, is because I knew for a fact at some point in time that one of those kids would go to the bathroom and they would come back and their shoes would be untied and they'd want me to tie them and their laces would be wet. And I'd be like, nah, you are learning to tie your shoes by yourself right screaming now. No, I am not paid enough to touch that. No, indeed. It's not happening. That's really why I don't teach middle school. I never taught the younger kids. All right, so I have this little spatula thing here. It's my little Cricut spatula. No, Valerie needs to be notified. Yeah, I just sent her a message. I like that challenge. Yeah, I did. I loved teaching middle school. My first 3 years were in middle school. In fact, the second most embarrassed I've ever been in my life was in middle school when I was teaching middle school. This third year that I was teaching middle school. Do y'all want to hear about the second most embarrassing moment in my life? Like, that was a silly question. Let's see how fast. Now that it's going to take 30 seconds for y'all to start screaming yes in the chat. I bet. Yep. Oh wow. Yeah. Capital letters. Yep. All right then. I just got yelled a yep. It's very, very difficult to embarrass me. And one of the reasons that it's difficult to embarrass me is because I'm not socialized. I never got socialized because I'm face blind, which means that I can't recognize people. So I didn't have any friends for more than a day or two when I was a kid because, you know, I'd play with them the first day and then I wouldn't be able to. I'm like that with my grandson. I don't cut him any slack. I told him at a young age, tie your own shoes. There you go. Right on, Elena. But, yeah, so I don't get embarrassed easily. It is very hard to actually embarrass me because I don't know that, because embarrassment is a social situation that you feel out of place in. And since I don't know what society expects me to do, I usually don't feel out of place. I just go in and barrel on with what I'm doing, which is another reason why nobody likes me. You know, I go in and I barrel through whatever it is that I'm doing. And then all of a sudden people are like, which is what gets me into trouble. But, you know, hey. So I don't embarrass easily. So it was my third year of teaching. I had 7th graders. And I was rarely in school on my birthday. My birthday usually ended up over spring break, so I usually wasn't in school on my birthday. So it was a rare occasion for me to be in school on the day that I was born. So my kids found out that it was my birthday one day, and they asked me if they could sing me happy birthday. And I was like, no, not yet. I will let you sing that to me, but not right now because we have other things that we need to be doing, because I had an agenda that I was going to stick to. And I was usually really good at sticking to agendas, but I like to have things for my kids to do when I wasn't doing the agenda part. So, you know, having them sing me happy birthday at that point in time was fine. Now, I was teaching, my first 7 years of teaching, I taught with the same principal. And my first year of teaching, I sucked. I was a horrible, horrible teacher. I really was. If I could line up all of those kids that I taught my very first year of teaching and apologize to them, I totally would, because I sucked. I don't have a squishy. Hold on a sec. I gotta get a squishy. Not squishy. Towelette thing. I don't know why I called it a squishy. I could call it a moisty. No. I just heard several of you cringe when I said that. I really did. But, so my very first year of teaching, I was sucked. I was terrible. And I had 4 conversations with my principal. The first one was the interview. The second one was, Miss Chatty, you know, you need to improve on your teaching. The third one was, Miss Chatty, some people aren't cut out to be teachers. And the fourth one was the evaluation at the end of the school year. It didn't go well. By my third year, you know, he thought I was great. But my first year, I sucked. So it's my third year of teaching. I have the same principal, and my principal knew what was going on in every school, in every room in the school, because my principal did walkabout at least once a day, where he would walk by every classroom, he would open the door, he would take a 30-second look at what was going on in the classroom, and he would close the door. He never said anything to anyone. He never corrected students, he never corrected teachers, he never said anything, but he knew what was going on in the classrooms. So it's this day, it's my birthday, I'm at school, spring break didn't happen at the right time for me to not be in school on my birthday. Moist is the queen of words. That's cool. So yeah, I mean, he was on top of it. He knew which teachers were teaching. He knew which teachers were sleeping at the desk. He knew which teachers were challenging their students. He knew which teachers didn't care whether or not their students succeeded. He was a great principal. I absolutely loved him as a principal. I mean, I taught for the guy for 7 years, so I must have respected him on some level. But so, you know, he did. He came to the door every day. All right, so it's my birthday. We'll get back to that. And I'm standing there, and I have to pass out papers, and my brain goes, hey, this is a great time for the kids to sing you happy birthday. And so I said, all right, everybody, I'm going to pass out these papers. We're going to sing happy birthday because you want to. And I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1. You're going to start singing me happy birthday. And I went 3. And I have my back to the door at this point. And I heard the door open. And I went, oh, God, not now. No. And I knew every one of my students was in my classroom. So it wasn't somebody coming back from the bathroom. It was him. He was at my door. And I'm like, 2. And I don't hear the door close. And I'm like dragging out this countdown as long as I possibly can. What? And the door still hasn't closed. I have not heard the door close. So I know this man is standing in my doorway. And my kids start singing. They start singing happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. And they do that. And they just sing the whole song to me. I am astutely keeping my back as absolutely positively to the door as I positively can. And then they finish singing and I hear the door close and I'm like, oh, and I turn around and my kid looks at me. One of my kids looks at me and goes, oh, look, she's got a Kool-Aid smile. I was so embarrassed. So, and I get over being embarrassed. I'm done with I continue to teach, and the blood has gone out of my cheeks. And I'm no longer bright screaming red. And I get back to the front of the room. I've got back to the front of the room. I've composed myself and everything. And then another kid looks up at me and goes, "Yeah, he was singing along." And bam, I'm bright screaming red again. It was so funny. It's just, and I'm not really sure why that embarrassed me so much, but man, it did. It embarrassed the snidly piddly snootly pootly out of me. I mean, just absolutely embarrassed, mortified. I dropped the lid to my moist container. I dropped the lid to my towelette container and I can't find it. Oh, there's the glitter paste. Haha, I found the Bo Bunny glitter paste. We're going to add some glitter paste to this. But I need to find the lid to my container so I can close it. I don't know where it went. I don't see it. Oh, this is annoying. Anybody who had Chatty Crafty drop something, there you go. Bingo. Oh, there it is. Loses it and finds it. Bingo. Yeah, I was going to say that my principal would have been singing along. I was so embarrassed. Oh my gosh, that is the second most embarrassed I have ever been in my life. And like I said, it's not there aren't that many times that I've been embarrassed because it's not that easy to embarrass me. So, yeah, that was funny. That was hilarious. And I think one of the funniest things about it was my kids telling me that I had a Kool-Aid smile. I think that is the cutest way to say, oh, look, you're embarrassed. So, yeah, that was funny. Haha, I am crafting and forgot we were playing, lol. No worries, Elena. Absolutely no worries. Be part of the replay crew and check it off after the live stream's over. Because on the bingo cards, you do have until Sunday to submit them on the Facebook group. So, I mean, if life's all over you and you don't get a chance to watch the live stream while it's live, you can always be a member of the replay crew and just rewatch it later and get the information that way, because you have 2 days to watch it. You don't have to watch it live, because I totally get lifing, because life's all over people. So, especially right now, oh my gosh, life is lifing all over so many people right now. Oh, it's so bad. It's so hard right now. It really is. But, so, yeah. So I'm just putting this solar paste down, and I'm not even doing it any particular color order. I'm just grabbing a thing and then putting it down. So we're seeing what this is going to end up looking like. And then I'm going to try some of the washi tape. And I have ideas. I have lots of ideas for how I want to do these things together, because I think that I can add washi tape and paste together and get some cool things out of it. And I'm not sure if I can. And now that I've said that, I don't even know what I did with the roll of washi tape, the box of washi tape. Oh, there it is. Because I had a box of washi tapes when I walked in here, but I can't find it. Look, I found pink. I found pink. I found that while I was searching for stuff to sell today too. And I went, oh, I have to use that tonight. I just have to. In honor of a mirror, I just have to use that. So on the good side, I found the cardstock. Yay, Elena! Very cool. Very, very cool. Good to hear. So I guess this is supposed to be the blue solar paste. See, where it is right now, I don't really see a whole lot of difference in these colors. Maybe when I pull the stencil off, it'll be more obvious that these are different colors. But right now, I'm just pushing this stuff through the stencil and seeing what's happening. This is what I see people do when I see people use paste online. When I see people in YouTube channels that are using paste, this is what I see them doing. So this is what I'm trying. I have no idea if this is the way I'm supposed to be doing it. So if I'm doing it wrong, I'm doing it wrong. What the heck? I love that you say lol instead of LOL. Oh, do I? I never, okay. I didn't even notice. I didn't know that I was supposed to say LOL. I bet you found it in the last place you looked. Of course I did. Absolutely found it in the last place I looked. And of course, that was also the safest place possible. You have to dry that paste to see the color. Oh, okay. means I get to use this thing. Ooh, evil laugh time. I can even do schemy fingers. Look, schemy fingers. You know, I'm not even really in the camera. Hold on, let me move this stuff. The camera's over here. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up by moving it. I know I am. Oh, look, I've got paste on that stuff. Here's when I win bingo. Oh my goodness gracious. And the bingo game is just something fun that we do because I don't take myself seriously. I really never have. You know, I keep on saying it and I truly mean it. We should all learn to laugh at ourselves, for we will never cease to be amused. And that is the honest truth, you know. I really don't take myself seriously. Y'all know that. Y'all have heard me babble about things that I've done that have been silly, and I just make a joke out of it because why not? I mean, I have a choice. I can be upset or I can be happy. And I have so much trauma in my life, and I have so many things that have gone wrong in my life that I have made the choice that if I can, I'm going to laugh. And that doesn't mean that I laugh all the time. I cry just like everybody else, but I try to find the at least in everything, because in every situation there's an at least. You know, your house flooded. Well, at least you get to pick new carpeting. Things like that. You know, there's always an at least somewhere. So always look for the at least. And it helps with the mindset of finding the at least, because there's been massive amounts of ugh in my life, and I find the at least. Well, I didn't get all 6 colors on there. I missed the gold, or at least the one that looks like gold, because it's got that on there. I think that's the gold one, but I didn't get that one. So, and I know they make another thing called lunar paste, and I have no idea if I have lunar paste. I didn't think I had solar paste, but apparently I do. So here we go. Now I know that I'm supposed to pull this up. So here we go. This should be the big reveal. Oh wait, let me see if I can hold that down with this thing. Oh, poop, poop. Wait, what happened there? Why do I have this weird looking blurby blurb right there? That is a weird, okay. What this means to me is that is where the sentiment's going to go. For some reason, it picked up part of the card. Maybe it dried on there and it picked up part of the card. Oh, I'm wondering if I'm ruining my stencil. Oh, I got to clean that off right now. Hold on. Squeechy, squeechy. All right, here we go. I have to clean this stencil off right now. I'm wondering if I've ruined my stencil by letting it dry on there by chit-chatting about all the other stuff. But you know what? If I didn't chit-chat about things, it wouldn't be Chatty Crafty. You know, be true to yourself. I am Chatty Crafty. Own it. Own it and love it. There we go. Love lunar paste. I don't know if I have any lunar paste. I wouldn't have said I had solar paste until I found this today. So I don't know if I have any lunar paste. It's pretty. I've seen it. I've seen people use it. I think it's very pretty, but I have no idea if I have it. None. If you'd asked me yesterday if I had solar paste, I'd have said, nope, sure don't. Turns out, yep, sure do. It is. It's really pretty, Amira. It really is. All right, I got to get my thingy on this, the heat gun on this. I'm not sure if that's ruined or not. It's still got paste on it. I can still see paste on it. And if I remember correctly, if this stuff dries, it does not come off. So I might have like pretty much ruined this stencil. But oh well. I'm having fun. I have a feeling that y'all are having fun too. So, you know, it is what it is. Put that up there to dry. I'd scooch this over, and obviously I did not have this lined up properly, and I got blurbles over there. It's not perfect, but you know, I have to say, for the very first time I have ever used any sort of paste on anything, that is not bad. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I've got burbles and blips and blops and smibble spops on it, but that's okay. It looks pretty good. All the pastes must be cleaned right away. Clean your tools, stencils, etc. It dries like cement. Well, I don't have anything to clean that with back here. So that one's going to be, oh well, it was a fun stencil while it lasted. But I've got all my tools and everything cleaned off. Yeah, it's a learning, well, that's the whole thing with being a noob with paste. You know, it's just the whole point of this, is just being a noob with paste. You know, just seeing what all I can do with it and seeing what happens when I do stuff with it. Oh, you know what? The next one I'm going to try putting some embossing powder on top of it. Use it as the stuff for embossing powder. Use my clear embossing powder and see what that does to the effect of it. Soak it. I tried out the new Dawn Extra Strength Power Spray. Oh, cool. If anything might be able to do it, that stuff might. Okay, cool, Doris. Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you, Mary. It really is. It really is very pretty. For my very first attempt at something, it's not bad. I've got this huge burble right there. But like I said, I mean, you have to have a place to put your sediment somewhere. When playing with pastes, have a pan or tub of water and put them in when you finish to clean it later. Okay, Brenda, thank you. That is a very good piece of advice. I will definitely do that. Next time you can have a little container of water. Look at that, Doris and Brenda thinking alike. Ah, I made it. Late is better than never. Hey, happy mail. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Yay, happy mail. Happy mail magic is here. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So glad to see you. So glad to see you. I don't know if you do the bingo game, but if you don't, it's really quite a lot of fun. You know, it's through the Facebook group, and you get to win artist trading cards that I made. I don't know how to tell if this is dry. I want to touch it. I still want to sit there and go poke, 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 and see if it's dry. But somehow I think that's a bad idea. I do. I think that's a bad idea. So, oh my goodness gracious. All right, so here we go. Oh goodness, 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 goodness. So, there are a few people that are members of my channel, and I have been selected to participate in a member boot camp through YouTube, which they're trying to get me to up my memberships. Which I get. I totally get. I'm going to be cynical about this here. YouTube memberships are good for YouTube because YouTube takes 40% of the membership that you put in there. But they're also good for me because I still get the other 60%. So I've been thinking about doing a members only stream, and I've never really had a paywall on my channel except for that one video with all the cars on it that I thought everybody would flock to and just absolutely love to watch, and like nobody has. I don't even think the people that actually are members on my channel have watched that video. So, and I put so much time into it too. I mean, I sat there and stopped it and paused it for every single car, and there's like 103 cars in that video. I stopped it for every single one. Loving the solar paste. The card it is beautiful. I really like this. I love this stuff. I can see me using this stuff a lot. This is really amazing, cool stuff to look at. Really and truly. But, let's say I watched it. Oh, you watched it! Yay, Chris! Oh, Chris, you're unless you were a member when you watched it. There's one that is the car video that I didn't pause it for every single car. I paused it for a lot of them, but there's another one that's members only, and it's still members only. That I paused it for every single car. I paused that thing 103 times so that everybody could get a really good look at all of the Lamborghinis and the Aston Martins and the Miatas. There's a Miata in there. I thought that was funny. So yeah. But can I poke it yet? Can I poke it yet? Is it dry enough? Can I poke it yet? Is it a pokeable thing yet? Gosh, that is gorgeous. Look at it just, oh, look at it just shimmer and shine in the light. That is absolutely stunning. I'm going to poke it here. Oh, I can poke it. Okay, it's dry. I poked it in the bad spot because that spot's going to be covered up by a sentiment. Oh, I didn't mean to turn that back on. There we go. Push that. Hey, I did not burn myself. What? I also wasn't holding the card when I did that. That is stunning. Oh my gosh, that is so stunning. How much is on me? Oh wow, it's like all over my fingers. Look how shiny my fingers are. like shiny. So shiny. Don't look at my fingernails. My fingernails are awful, but shiny. This is really beautiful. I love the way that reacts in all the light. Look at that. Look at that just shimmer and shine. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this stuff. That is too pretty. It is. It's looking beautiful. Now you want solar paste. Well, Now that you've said that, I did happen to link it in the as a shopping item in this, and I picked the ones that get me a higher commission. There were other ways to put solar paste as linked items in here, but I picked the ones that gave me a 10% commission because why not? But they are linked as products in this video. If you want to use the affiliate links that are in this shopping portion of this video, you can buy it that way, and it'll support my channel just a little teeny tiny bit. So just saying, you know, I picked, like I said, I picked the ones that gave me a 10% commission, because the other ones, like, I could have picked a Walmart link too, but the Walmart one only gives me like 3% commission, and that's just not very much. So, and it's an Etsy shop, so you're supporting somebody else too. But this is really, oh my gosh, beautiful. This really is. Like, you can see that it's kind of peachy over there. It's kind of got a reddish over here. There's this beautiful purpley blue over here. And then you've got this beautiful bluey purple, and then that green right there. This is absolutely stunning. I'm mesmerized by it. I'm just absolutely sitting here just looking at it, just being stunned by how gorgeous that is. That really is beautiful. And I can see what you mean by dries like cement. Yeah, this stuff is on there. That is, oh gosh, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness gracious, that is so pretty. Oh my. Okay, I got to get another piece of paper. We're going to do this. Ow! Oh, I just gave myself a paper cut. Ouch! Ooh, I hate that. I hate paper cuts. All right, so we're going to do another one. I need another stencil to ruin. Hold on a sec. I got to grab another stencil that I'm going to ruin. Because why not? I am so weird. I really am. I am just plain flat out so weird. I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but yeah, I'm like so weird. Where are my other? I had other stencils in here. I brought them in. Oh my gosh, I can't find them. What did I do with the other stencils that I have in here? I had one really pretty one that was like a long one. It was longer than the rest of them. It had a really cool little motif that was just, it looked very Egyptian or Eastern and stuff, and I thought it was really pretty, and now I can't find it. I know it's in here. I've had like 9 craft volanches doing the whatchamahooly madooly thingy. The whatnot. I've had like 9 craft volanches doing that. Bingo! Elena has bingo! Ooh, bingo! Yeah, Elena! Bingo! Those are the worst cuts. Oh, they are. They hurt so much. Valerie in the house! Yay! Hello, Valerie. Good to see you here. I have been trying very hard not to cut it, but it's hard as it's guaranteed hit. I've been trying very... Oh, I missed something. What are you talking about, Doris? I missed something. I got to go back a little bit. Kathy's in the house. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that Kathy came in. Hi, Kathy. Hello, hello, hello. I'm looking for what, now I want solar paste. Elena, ouch, I hate paper cuts. Anybody get that on your card? So those are the worst cuts. I tell my grandson I love being weird. At least we aren't boring. There you go. Exactly right. We're not boring. I have been trying very hard not to out it, but it is hard as it is a guaranteed hit. Hi, Valerie, not to CC hurts. Oh, not to put CC hurts herself out there. I get that. You know, you've been lurking. Oh, that's fine. You know, lurkers are absolutely welcome on this channel. Absolutely welcome. I am never going to ask somebody to participate in a manner that is outside their wheelhouse. I'm just not. You know, there are channels that sit there and say to people, if you're not going to... The only thing that is that I do put on this channel is that you have to subscribe to my channel in order to talk in the chat. That's really the only thing. But, I mean, that's... You subscribe. It costs nothing. You just subscribe. Which is why I'm having... it's why I'm waffling on the whole idea of doing... a members only thing, because then that would be a paywall. It's what's called a paywall, I've learned. No, but you don't get burned. It's okay as long as you didn't get hurt. I burn myself all the time. Susan! Hey, Susan in the house! Hey! Hello, hello, hello. Good to have you here. I've made this card. this is what I've done so far. I've used 5 of these colors of solar paste, and I think there's only 6 colors of solar paste, if I remember the hype and the information correctly. There's lots of colors of lunar paste, but there's only 6 colors of solar paste, and I made this card out of it, and well, it's card front, but it is absolutely stunning, and I am just absolutely mesmerized by it. It is just beautiful. All right, so anyway, I'm looking for another stencil to do this with, because I have this card out too, and I want to do another stencil. And then I want to do some washi tape stuff, because I've got washi tape in here too. And I don't know what, there's a stencil that I want to use, and I remember having it in here when I was going through the stuff that I was selling, and I thought, ooh, that'd be a great one to have for the thing, and now I can't find it, and I have no idea what I did with it. Oh, it's probably involved in one of the craft volanches. I've had like I said, I've had like 9 craft volanches in doing the whatnot thing. It's just been cray-cray. It has just been cray-cray. Cray-cray. I don't know where that stencil is. I really have no idea. I will say one thing that I do like about whatnot is that I can play my music and I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. I mean, I literally have a CD player next to me over here so that I can play my music. And I dug out some of my CDs. I did. I totally did. Look at this. Look at this. Look, 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 look. I dug out some of my CDs. I've got Aerosmith. That's the one that I play almost every time that I have this. I got Bowie. I've got CCR. I've got Genesis. I've got Styx. Although Styx doesn't work. The Styx CD is too scratched to play. I got Buffett, and then I got 2 different modes of Billy Idol. Woohoo! Yeah, Simon Hurley is the designer's name. Okay, so Simon Hurley Solar Paste. Thanks, Doris. It is a really stunning card. I absolutely love it. Never heard of it. It's a Ranger product. Solar, Lunar, Astro. Oh, there's an Astro. Oh, I didn't know there was an Astro. I knew about Solar and Lunar. I didn't know that there was an Astro. Ooh. Like I said, so the Solar Paste is linked in this. It's in the shopping. If you go to shopping, it's linked in this, and you can order it from those. And if you use the affiliate links that I've provided for you, I get a 10% commission on it. It doesn't cost you any more than it would have been. Oh, I forgot, and Fisherman's Friends. Because I love Fisherman's Friends. You know, by all means, you don't have to use that link. There's no requirement for you to use that link. And I can't find the rest of my stencils. Ah! I've got this one. You know, I may as well use this one again since I pretty much ruined it already. But I wanted to try other stencils. I did. I totally wanted to try other stencils, and it was so pretty. The one that I wanted to use is so pretty. And I don't know what I did with it. And I'm so annoyed. Like, what else is new? Chatty Crafty can't find something. Okay. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, we're shocked. No, really. We're totally shocked by this piece of information. Chatty Crafty looking for things that she can't find. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. We're good. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to use this one. This is not, oh, no. I need to get water before I use that one. I take that back. I'm not going to use that one. This is another layering stencil that I happen to have. But this one, I love this one, and I'm not going to use it because I'll mess it up, but it's kitty cats, and it's a layering stencil because the first layer is the kitty cat bodies, and the second layer is the eyeballs and the nose and the whiskers, and I was going to do the kitty cat bodies with, like, ink, and then I was going to use, like, the glitter paste to do the eyeballs and the nose and the whiskers, but I'm not going to mess this one up doing that. I'm not going to mess up my stencil with stuff because I don't have anything to clean my stencils back here. I don't mind using cheap stencils that, you know, I don't care about as much, but I do care about that set of stencils right there. Oh, I can use this. Okay, this is not actually a stencil. This is a piece of vellum that I cut out little pet paws in. I'm going to do that. Solar paste is a paste that you put a thin layer on, and when dry it has a glow like sun, moon, etc. It leaves a really nice effect. There are different colors that are base, gold, silver, blue. With many pastes, they can dry essentially permanent, or they require such force to clean you end up ruining it. Cut something with a die and use that as a stencil. Oh, that's a cool idea. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing with this one. I have these little, I cut these out with a little punch that I had. So there's little dog paws. Or cat paws. I mean, it depends on where you're coming from as to what it is. But it's just a really cool little paw print one. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to do something smart this time that I almost dropped my entire... Oh, stop! Stuff's falling. I'm going to use this to hold my stencil down. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Welcome to Chatty Crafty. Chatty Crafty, the kamikaze form of crafting. We are going to be sitting here watching Chatty Crafty as she makes an entire mess trying to do things new that she's never done before and probably has no business trying to do, but we're going to watch her and we're going to laugh because it's going to be fun. With many plates they can dry as, and with many pastes they can cut something with a die pencil. Nice, Kathy. Share it when you use it. Crash, yeah, of course. I almost dropped my cup. All right, so I'm gonna blop this down and you know, put this down so that it's held in place so that I can use it. I didn't do this the first time and I was really worried that it was going to do it. I'm going to do this with the glitter paste. So I'm going to actually use glitter paste on this one. And this one I got from Ollie's. I paid $1 for it. It's like rose gold glitter paste and it's Bo Bunny brand, which is really cool. Hold on a second. I don't know if y'all do this, but I do this every time. Anytime that there's something that's got a circle in it, I cut all of the little sections so that if it escapes the landfill, because I'm going to throw this away and it's going to go to a landfill, but if it escapes the landfill, then it can't get caught around anything's neck through any of these. So I don't know if y'all do that, but I do. I rip the handles on grocery bags. I do all of that stuff because I can't control what happens to it once it leaves my house. And if somebody messes it up and lets it escape from the landfill, I don't want it to kill something. You know, I don't want any poor little animals to get caught in it and then not be able to get out and, you know, things happen to them. So I think it was more of a quake, camera quake. Cool, Elena, that sounds beautiful. Outdoors, that makes sense. Thank you, ladies, for the info. I always learn from Ollie. Oh, good, Susan. I'm so glad that you're here and learning. We really are. We are very sharing people. You know, I don't see any reason to keep information to myself. I love to put out information out there and let people know what's going on and what's available and all those other good things. This, it looks like some really creamy paste. Look at that. Look, it really doesn't even move very much when I slam it down trying, oh, well, it just popped some out onto a box. Oh, no, I got it on my fingers. You know, it popped it out onto a box. I reached over to wipe it off and it's like, you know, that wasn't very bright. But I did it. I will be getting some rest, but we'll watch the replay. Good night, everyone. Oh, good night, Amira. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad that you were here. Sleep very well, and if I see you tomorrow and the whatnot, I will see you tomorrow. But if not, have a great weekend, and, you know, sleep well. I'm going to go back to doing this. I've got the glitter paste out now, so let's see how the glitter paste does with these little cat paws. And that's what we're going to do now. I'm trying this now, and I've got glitter all over me. This is like the bane of my crafting existence, is to get covered in glitter. I really don't like it. And it's not even an autism thing. I just don't like being covered in glitter. But this is really pretty. Look how beautifully this goes on. I mean, this just slides right in there so beautifully. Can't stand those stupid bubbles in paint and paste. Yeah, I agree with you, Wynette, completely. And hi, Wynette. I don't know if I've said hi to you so far tonight. I don't think I have. Someone got a square on their bingo card because Cece got stuff on her fingers. You're absolutely right. Bingo! Of course, I mean, that's perfect. You know, everybody should have that on their bingo card, is Cece gets stuff on her fingers, because that's like a given, especially on a night that I'm doing something with paste and things like that. Like, yeah, okay. Cece's gonna make a mess. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I can't sing the song because I will get a copyright strike, so I'm not going to finish it. But you know where I was going with that. You know exactly where I was going with that. Be patient. It may seep below the thin vellum. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Thank you, Wynette. Or who said that? Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. What did Elena say that's the truth? Well, I see a good night, Amira. Between all of us, we probably have every craft item known to man. You're absolutely right, Amira. We probably do. We probably, if we pooled all of our stuff together, we could do anything. We would be uncraft stoppable. That would be so cool. That really would. That would be so cool. Uncraft stoppable. All right, let's see how that works. Now, I got to get this off of here. I got to get my little thingy to get that off of there. Tip, put plastic wrap, or my stash has definitely exceeded my life expectancy. Oh, that's a good way of putting it, Rose. I love that. That's so cool. My stash has definitely exceeded my life expectancy. Sorry, it said not. Put plastic wrap on the plate bottle before putting the top back on. It lasts longer. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I will have to do that. Thank you. Thank you for that tip. I love that tip. All right, so put that back on, pull this off, and now we're going to see if we got little feet or if I messed it up by getting up underneath the vellum. Oh, wow. Oh, no, this is cool. Oh, that one got all schmooshy. So I do have one schmooshy one. I did get it, and this one's not completely done, but that's cool. Look how pretty that paste is. I'm gonna throw away that piece of vellum before I get paste everywhere. Look, I've got so much glitter on me. Ah, it's glitter. But look at that. That is really pretty. Look at that color. What color is this? This one is rose gold. This is the Bo Bunny rose gold glitter paste that I got at Ollie's for $1. I couldn't even tell you which Ollie's I got it from, but that is really pretty. Now, it's got issues. Obviously, it's got issues because I didn't fill that one in completely, and that one got all schmooshy because I got the warning about the vellum after I'd smooshed it out, so that's really cool. I used to own 2 very big brick-and-mortar stores, so I have got a good start for all of us. Right on, Kenneth. Right on, Brenda. Glitter is the herpes of craft supplies. That's, I agree with you on that one. It's fairy dust. Wow, yes, I can picture that. Yeah, that is really pretty. I think that is cool. All right, so I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to do that with something that's a little bit more sturdy. I also have these, and I don't know where I got these from. I found these today also while I was looking for things I wasn't going to use, things that were surplus in my craft room. So I found these today, and I think these are really cool. So I want to do a border on something. But I got to make sure that I clean it off immediately because I don't want these to get all messed up. It's called Butterfly Print. And like I said, I have no idea where I got these from. All right, so here we go. Oh, goodness gracious. Great minds, yeah, of course, great minds think alike. So to all the new people, you know, I hope that you're enjoying what's going on. This is the way it is. This is Chatty Crafty. And for all the people that are in the replay crew, okay, we love the replay crew. That's why you have extra time to submit your bingo cards, because, you know, if I understand that life's. And if you don't get a chance to watch the live, oh wow. I have glitter on my magnet. I have a feeling I have glitter everywhere. This is why I don't do glitter. This is exactly why I don't do glitter. All right, so which one of these am I going to use? I think I'm going to use this. I've done one with the cat paws. Oh, let's try one with the Greek key. Let's try one with that on there. Let's see how that works out. So I need another piece of paper. What am I going to get? What am I going to get? I have other pieces of paper over here. Let's see, it's the rose gold. So, ooh, oh, I have an idea. I have these that I cut out a while back. So, well, actually, that one's not quite cut out. Let me cut it out. I'm going to use the rose gold on this. Eddie, it's Eddie. Eddie. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so silly. So here we go. I'm going to try it on a piece of actual cardstock that's got a pattern on it. So I'm going to put that down. Which way do I want it to go? Well, I wanted it to go this way, but it's too tall to go that way. How big is that? Oh, that's 6 inches. That's too big. I need to cut it down to 5 inches because it needs to be a little bit smaller. All right, let me cut that down some. Eddie! Yes, Valley, I've noticed we have many of us with similar mindsets. Well, yeah, that's fine. I love that. I do. I love that we have similar mindsets because we get along so well. Okay, I'm going to do this now. All right, so there we go. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to get my little magnets back on here. And I'm just going to do this little border down the side of this card and see how that works. And I'm going to use the glitter paste again because I really think this is really pretty. I mean, I love the solar paste too, don't get me wrong, but I am just enamored by this rose gold glitter paste. I'm playing bingo, but gave up on the crafts and I'm supposed to be doing. Oh my goodness, Elena, I'm so sorry. I feel like a bad influence. Okay, I'm not actually sorry about that, but I still feel like a bad influence. I'm just saying. I didn't put a magnet over the paper. That was good. I put a magnet over the stencil, but not over the paper. That was brilliant on my part. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so push it down, but don't squish it underneath. Let's try that. So I'm going to push it down, but try not to squish it underneath. I really love this glitter paste. I have never used glitter paste before, and I don't know why I haven't. I mean, this is just absolutely gorgeous. This really is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it adds such a bright pop of stuff. Okay, I still have to try it with the embossing powder. I definitely have to try it with the embossing powder. Oh, I think I messed one up. I think I squished it underneath like I'm not supposed to be doing. I think I did. All right, let me do that. So there we go. Do that. Push that back in there. Close that up really quickly. I need to get some plastic wrap back here so I can put the plastic wrap on these. I'll do that after the live stream ends. Who needs to sleep? Let's see, sleep. I tell you what, when my first year teaching, I was so bad at my first year teaching. It took so much more energy than I thought it did. I went home at 4 and I fell asleep, and I'd stayed asleep until the next morning. Wow, that's cool. That is really pretty. Oh, that is beautiful. Hold on, let me clean this off so it's not on my stencil, because I really don't want to mess up all of my stencils doing this, but that is really cool. I don't know if the rose gold on the purple was such a great idea, but it does look amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that's so cool. God. I'm going from bad to worse on this. I don't know if y'all can see this over here, but I've got all this gook over here on this, all that goopy stuff right there. I mean, it's just goopy all over the place. It's just bad. Really bad. Hold on, I gotta get another thing. Where's my papers now? Okay, now I've lost my, oh, there they are. Like, now I've lost my baby wipes. But I'm making this all awful. Look at this. I've got all this goopy stuff over here. I've got all that stuff there. This is just bad. Oh, goodness gracious. Nope, that's not the one I used. Where's the one that I used? It's up there. Nope, that's not the one I used. It has to be this. It is this one. Losing my mind. Completely and totally losing my mind. Absolutely. Let's see, what is the, Elena, it's only sad if you're not using it. If you're not using something, pass it on to make room for what you are using. Exactly. That's why I'm selling a lot of these things on Whatnot. I have found that I have a lot of die cutters that I will never use because they're fussy. I've used a couple of fussy die cutters that have really intricate patterns and things like that, and I have found that I just do not have the patience for them. So I'm getting rid of all of my fussy ones because I agree with you. You know, I agree with you completely, Susan. If it's not going to be used in my house, it needs to go on to somewhere else so it can be used. You know, when Dollar Tree threw away all those things, I was so upset about that because all of those items could have been used by someone. There was no reason to throw them away. You know, pass them along to somebody else who will use them. And that's what I'm doing with my stuff, is I'm just passing it along while I'm selling it. But I am getting it out of my house. I use everything at least once, so crafting is my full-time job. That's too cool. If you put Vaseline around the top, bottle top, always comes off without it being so hard to open. Oh, okay, cool. So put plastic wrap around it and also put Vaseline on it. Very cool. Good suggestions, people. I appreciate those. There's that one right there. That is so pretty. That really is. That's gorgeous. I really like that. I don't know. I have no idea. Because, I mean, it's, yeah, I'm getting glitter on me, but this is so much more contained. I guess I've never used this, even though I have a lot of it, because I've always been the whole, I don't want glitter all over my craft room, but it's totally contained. It's like glitter in glue, I guess is what it is. And look how pretty that is. I mean, that's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been so resistant to trying this. All right, I want to do another one, but I want to try the whole embossing powder thing. I want to try that. I think that's going to be cool looking. I honestly do. This is something, I had this idea earlier today. I'm like, you know what? I bet if I put clear embossing powder on top of it and then dried it, it would be absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to try that right now. I'm going to pull out another piece of cardstock here. This one's really thick. I don't know what kind of cardstock this is, but that one's really thick. And I'm going to make paws. I am. I'm going to make paws across the bottom. And I'm going to use one color of the lunar paste. And I haven't used gold yet, so I'm going to use that one because I've used all the other ones, but I haven't used this one. Dollar Tree has changed their policy and now sells penny items. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Oh, that does make me feel better, Susan. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that tidbit of information. That really does make me feel better because all of those things going to the trash just made me so sick. It really did. Wipe the top clean as well. That Vaseline tip is great, but I try not to mix it into your paste. Cool. Can you tell you've done all this? Can you tell you've done all this? Vaseline works great on glue tubes as well. Oh, cool. I make glitter paste with tacky glue and glitter. Oh, that's a cool idea, Mary. Oh, so tacky glue and glitter, and then you make your own glitter paste. That's very cool. If you have hair or fuzz on the top of the card coming out, you have a hair or fuzz on the top of the card coming out. I believe you. I do. I have a cat who is almost always in here, but he's not in here right now. I bet he's out in the living room with my husband going, she's being loud today. She's using that loud thing today. He's probably out there complaining to my husband. She's using that loud thing today. I don't like that loud thing. All right, I can't see it. Let me get my glasses. Let me get my really, really ugly but super magnifying glasses on. Hold on a sec. I can't see it. A hair or something coming. I don't see it. Was it the other card that had a hair or something coming out the top of it? I don't see it. Maybe it fell off. I don't know. Can I touch this yet? Oh, I can. Oh, wow. That's got dimension and texture to it too. Oh, it wasn't quite dry. I just messed that one up a little bit, but that is really cool. Oh, I like that. Okay. All right. Take the weird glasses off. Now I'm going to use this gold solar paste on this. Let's see. Hold it up the same way you were holding it up last. Hold it up the same. I think that's the way I was holding it. Maybe I was holding it that way, or maybe I was holding it that way. I honestly don't see it. I really, really don't. I believe you it's there. I fully believe you it's there, but I really just don't see it. Let me put on my funky glasses again. My funky magnifying glasses. Let me put them on again. I keep doing that. I'm going to get a copyright strike on that if I keep... Oh, I see it. Oh, I got it right there. Bloop. Okay. Wow. Yep. That was probably a cat hair. That looked like a little quinky hair. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. So, solar paste. This is the gold one. This is the one that I haven't done yet. There are a few people that specialize in making homemade glitter paste sprays, etc. Great way to save money. That's cool. The nice thing is they dry fast and you don't need... to put it on thick. That's why it goes so far. Cool. Yay. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. She said you're welcome, so I said thank you again. Now I'm going to do this relatively quickly because then I've got to put embossing powder on it because I want to try this with embossing powder because I think that would be really cool looking. And I know that I'm not really using the right tool to do this. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was bad. Let's do that again. Let's do that again, and let's try putting the magnets down so it stays in place. Got a full card front. Let's try that again. I forgot to put the magnets down. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. There, that's another one. Forgot to put the magnets down. Bingo! My hair on my cat's hair seems to be a trademark on all my crafts. I can't figure out a way to avoid it. I know. I have no idea if there's a possibility way to avoid getting cat hair on stuff when you own cats, but that's okay. I saw a meme once that said you're not fully dressed unless you're wearing cat hair or something like that. I thought that was so funny. Because it's so accurate. I mean, you really are. You have the cat hair. It's just the way it is. Cat hair goes with the territory. All right, so I'm trying this. I'm putting this down. I'm trying to put it down relatively quickly because I also want to put the embossing powder on top of it. And I want to see if that has any sort of cool effect on it because I'm thinking it will. This might be a complete and total catastrophe, but you know, hey, if there's not one complete and total catastrophe, can you really have called it a Chatty Crafty live stream? I mean, seriously. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, plopping it on the table, letting you look at it, you know, just saying that, just saying it for what it is. Just, yep, there it is right there. I powder before putting any embossing powder on it. Yeah, I don't have my powder thing in here. I know I should. It's so easy to make. I mean, it's a sock with cornstarch in it. I know how to do it. I just have never done it. And I don't know why I've never done it. I've just never done it. You know, these little jars, I thought they were small, but that's going to last a really long time. I have used so little of these pastes at this point. Really so little of these pastes. All right, pull this off. I got to clean that off really quickly, but I got to do the embossing powder first. So there's the little there's the little cat paws right there. One's got a little bit of a ridge in it, but that's okay. I need to put this down somewhere where it's not going to get stuff everywhere. I'm going to set it right there. There we go, just like so. All right, and then I need to put this on top of that. And I need to grab my embossing powder. And I want to see how this is going to work, because I think this might be really freaking cool. Or it might be absolutely pathetic. And we're going to do it too. We're going to do it half and half, and we're going to test it. So I'm going to put embossing powder on these on this side, and I'm going to leave the other ones plain. So there's embossing powder on those over there, and the other ones are plain. And apparently I got a little bit of extra solar paste up there. So these down here have embossing powder on. These 4 have embossing powder on them, and these 4 don't, because we're going to run this like a little bitty experiment right now. Put this back away without messing up everything and getting embossing powder all over everything, which is a little too late because embossing powder just gets all over everything. Embossing powder, the new glitter. Yeah, I'm just experimenting. I really am. I'm just experimenting because I had this idea pop into my head. So now I have to test it, because why not? I'm just saying. All right, so now that the embossing powder's on, I can take a little bit of time and clean these up because the embossing powder's done. So these right here have embossing powder on them. These don't. We're going to see how this works out. Clean this off some. Try and get this stuff off of here so that it doesn't adhere to it and turn into cement, because that would be bad. I don't really, because this is a really cute little border stencil. It really is. Don't know where I got it. I have no clue where I got it. I found it. There's a box. We have a box in our bedroom that's got craft supplies in it, and that's where I found all these solar pastes. That's where I found these stencils. I have no idea how long it's been in there or where it even came from, but, you know, it is what it is. It's Chatty Crafty, that's what it is. So here we go. So this is going to be to dry the stuff and to make it emboss. So these are the ones that have the embossing powder on it. And usually you can see the embossing powder separate. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. It made it puffy. I missed a toe on the second one. There's a toe missing. You see that? It's only got 3 toes. Okay, this is kind of cool. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's making a popping noise. And it's puffing up. This is kind of cool. Oh, you can't even see it, but it's puffing up when I do it. Oh, actually, they're all puffing up when I do it. Oh, this is cool. It makes a little puffy thing. Look, it makes a little bubble and then it pops. Okay, that's too cool. I like that. And I didn't burn myself. What? Yay. So these 4 are the ones that have the embossing powder on them, and these 4 are the ones that don't. And they all puffed up and then popped, but that one didn't pop right there. But it made it all nice and round. So when I heated it, it turned it into a bubble and made it round and got rid of that solid edge on there. That's pretty cool. I like that. It was not intentional. That was not what I was looking for, but I like the effect of it. I'm not so sure about the embossing powder being on it. I don't know if that really added anything to it, but I do like the fact that when it heated up, it all got puffy like this. That's too neat. Oh my God. Sorry, I should say press and seal is recommended by most people. Okay, they have it pasted that puff when you heat it to look like snow. Oh, cool. Bonus points. Yay, bonus points. I get bonus points. What? That's interesting. Won't the embossing stuff cover the effect of the soul? Yeah, I'm just testing things out here because the thought popped into my head, so I had to try. You can see on this one that I actually got a little bit of embossing powder on the extra side of it. So that side right there has a little bit of embossing powder on it. This side right here has a little bit of embossing powder on it, whereas that side doesn't. And this one popped up nicely. Let's see what happens if I touch it. No, it's, well, I just popped the bubble. I popped the bubble by touching it. which, you know, there's no way to do a card front without putting pressure on it. But that's really cool looking. I mean, it really does have the texture of a cat's paw now, with the little, you know, the little ridges on the bottom of the feet. Oh my gosh, that's too cute. That is so cute. I'm not sure about this. I mean, it doesn't detract from it, but I don't know if it really adds to it. The embossing powder. And look, I missed a toe. I don't know how I did it, but I missed a toe. This is the three-toed cat. So, yeah, Hemingway's cats have more toes. This one is missing a toe right there. Actually, that could be Mama Bear. Mama Bear had to have one of her toes amputated because she got a piece of string wrapped around one and it cut off circulation and it had to be amputated. I mean, she did that like in the course of 12 hours one day. But yeah, she buried that string right into her toe. I remember I walked home and there was evidence that somebody was hurt trailing through the house. So I followed the trail and found the cat and scooped her up and took her straight to the vet. But they had to take off her toe. So that could be Mama Bear right there. That could be little Miss Mama Bear. Oh, I'm missing comments. I love puffy paws. Yeah, they are so cool. The chemistry, it is. It's really coming out of me. Yes, but you wouldn't have found out about the heat effect if you didn't experiment with the embossing powder. You're absolutely right, Susan. I would not have found. Look how puffy and cool that is. Look at that, and it makes these gorgeous little patterns. That's too cool. Oh my goodness gracious, that's too neat. Oh my goodness. That's too neat. I love this stuff. I absolutely love this stuff. This one is beautiful. I mean, obviously I've got a bad one on there, but you know what I can do now is I can just cut around these and use them as embellishments on cards. You know, they're totally dry now. I've got this one right here that I can still use. It's just not as great. It's just a little bit of a little puff. That was the one where I didn't put the magnets down and it moved on me, and you can see right here on this one that it moved. This little paw is not the shape it should be. Not even close. And where's the first one that I did? Oh, this one right here. And this one, oh my gosh, this is just absolutely stunning. I think honestly that using a big bold pattern like this is the way to go with these pastes, because I mean you get a nice little cute effect here, and I could even do each different color, each paw in a different color, but this whole coverage thing is just absolutely stunning. There are so many pastes that you will never run out of ones to try. That's absolutely true. I've got a whole nother stack of them sitting on the floor at the door. This is the only one, and I didn't even try this one. It's called Dimension Cream. I didn't even try this one. What does this look like on the inside? It's got a lid on it. Let's pull that off. Oh, wow, that's goopy. I'm not sure this is still good. That's kind of, I don't know if that's the right texture for it. Yeah, I don't think this is still good. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I do believe that this was not fully sealed, and I do believe that this has congealed to an effect where it's not usable. Look at that. Look how I don't know. Y'all may know better than I do. This is Design Cream. It's called Pretty Matte Finish. I don't see what color it says on it in there. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Detentions is supposed to be thicker, so Design Cream is supposed to be thicker. Boy, autocorrect did you wrong on that one. Design Cream is supposed to be thicker. I don't know if it's supposed to be that thick. I think it's supposed to be thick. Okay, and maybe it is supposed to be thick, but this, well, you know, let's try some. Let's see what happens if I try to put some of this out here. All right, so let's just put some down. Well, I mean, it does spread. Can you see what I'm doing over here? It does spread. So, I mean, I definitely will give it dimension. And if I cut into it like that, it definitely gives it definite dimension. Look, I'm making some really nice design in there. I mean, I really am making a design with the Design Cream. Look, it's apropos named. It's appropriately named. But I don't know if I'd want to push that through a stencil. I really don't. because my idea was to push it through a stencil, but I don't know if I'd want to push that through a stencil, but it does give nice dimension. I mean, that is some really nice three-dimensional dimension to a piece of paper. Hold on, let me finish cleaning this off. I'm going to put that away. There's my little wipe. Okay. I mean, I did unseal it. It didn't feel like it had leaked, like the seal had come open. So I don't know. I just don't know. Like I got this, I have no idea how old this is. I got it on sale at Michael's. Well, my husband went in and found it on sale at Michael's, and he sent me pictures of it, and I asked him to buy it. But I mean, that was ages ago. That was before I started doing the Ollie's things, because the Michael clearance was before the Ollie's stuff. So, I mean, we're talking a good probably year that I've owned it, and I have no idea how long it sat at Michael's. Maybe if you were doing a beach cart or something. Ooh, make it like the sand at the beach. Ooh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Let's see what happens when it gets heated. Why not? Let's see what happens when it gets heated. Noob with a heat gun gave me a whole new arsenal here. It doesn't really seem to be... Oh, well, yeah, it is. Look, it's changing. It's getting darker, and it gets puffy. Look at that. It's getting the little puffiness to it, too. You know, I bet that's because there's some sort of water inside it that's being turned into steam, and it can't escape. It just can't escape the thing. It's actually doing a really nice little design on it. I don't know. Can y'all see the puffiness that comes up when I heat it? That's kind of cool. And then when it's thinner, it doesn't do that. In the places where it's thinner, it doesn't do that. You know, I bet that'd be really pretty to make into a shell pattern, like a clam shell. You know, that's like the straight lines that end in the little curve at the end. That's pretty. Okay, I wouldn't toss it if you're not going to use it. You could donate it. That's true. Donate it or give it to a fellow crafter. I've seen artists use it on canvas. Oh, okay, cool. If it explodes, I'll call 911. Thank you, Elena. You got my back. I appreciate that. I don't think that's core paste. Yeah, I don't trash it yet. What if you put it a bit on matte and mist it with water? Ooh. CC, try misting a small amount and then spreading. Ooh. Guess what's coming? Dun, 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 dun. Da 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 dum. Dun 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 dun. I don't know if Valerie's still watching. I'm wondering if Valerie's still watching. I'm looking for the... Oh, there it is. I heard her. Do 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 do. All right, so we're going to take a little bit out. We're going to put it on the paper. So there's a little bit out. Put it on the paper. And we're going to bring out Chiquita Spray Nana that I haven't put the little googly eyes on. I have googly eyes. I brought them back here. She goes, goodness knows where they are now. But it's Chiquita Spray Nana. Zoop. All right, so I put a little bit of mist on there. And try spreading it out. Well, it does spread better. It definitely does spread better through the water. It's more uniform. It's getting more flat, and it's getting a more complete coverage. It doesn't have the ridges in it like this one did. So that was a cool idea. Whoever came up with that, thank you. That was a very cool idea. Look at that. Look how much better that covers. That's really pretty. That's really cool. Oh, I wonder. I'm going to try something. I need the thingy. Put that down. All right, so do that. Clean that off. Get all that off of there. Yeah, I really don't think that this is what this is supposed to be used for. I'm not really sure what this is for. I know it goes with the Cricut, but I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be used for. I'm pretty sure it's not what I'm using it for. Oh my God, look at my poor hands. They're like covered in stuff. All right, so let's try this. I want to try this. I think this is going to be cool. I really do. I can only take a little teeny tiny bit out because I don't want to put the contaminated stuff back in. That's a chemistry thing. Once it's out forever. You never contaminate your reagents by putting anything back in a bottle. So close that up. Let's see what happens if I do this. If I just put a little bit of glitter over this so that there's a little bit of glitter, and see if I can mix it in with that paste and see what happens. Oh, it is. It's mixing in with the paste. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. The glitter's mixing in with the paste. So it's like it's got a nice little gold tint to it now. This is cool. You know what? I know exactly what I can do with this too, because that's a really nice background for a sentiment. You know, now that it's got this little pasty and glittery and stuff going on, dry that down and turn it into the background for a sentiment. Like cut out birthday wishes and stick it over it. That's too cool. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Thank you, whoever suggested doing the little misty thing. It's supposed to be for lifting paper, vinyl, etc. off the mat. Oh, that's what it's, is that what this tool is supposed to be used for? Nope, I'm using it wrong. There's another one for you. Chatty Crafty uses a tool wrong. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to try this. All right. I just invented a new paste. Oh, hey, cool. Yeah, but somebody else who's got money is going to design it and make money off of my idea, but that's okay. Get it to the masses. I don't have the wherewithal to get it to the masses. I'm okay with the other people getting it to the masses. Ow, I burnt myself. Dang it, I have been doing so well. I've been pointing it away from me. I've been doing all of that stuff. I was doing so well, and I just burnt myself. That is really cool looking. Okay, that's neat. So that is the design paste with a little bit of water, and then I put the glitter paste on top of it. That is pretty. And then cut that out and use that for a background for a sentiment. That is really cool. Actually cut that out. It's dry. Next time I'd probably make it more flat. Put the sentiment on top of it and then put like vellum on top of it. That'd be so pretty. Oh my gosh. Good night, Wynette. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good evening and have a great weekend if I don't see you before the end of the weekend. So night, sleep well. Sorry you're hurt, but oh no. What happened? You're hurt? I'm headed to bed. Night, everyone. Oh, whoever's hurt. I missed whoever's hurt. Oh, me. Oh. I'm hurt. I'm so silly. I am so silly. Look at my fingers. You got hurt. Good night. I'll need to rest up. Night, Rose. Thank you so much for being in here. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this pretty soon. We're all going to go to bed pretty soon, but well, I mean, I'm gonna stay up all night because I stay up all night. But yeah, this is too cool. I love this. Okay, all right. Noob with glitter paste. I didn't do anything with the washi tape. Hold on, I have to do something with the washi tape because it's in my thumbnail, and if I don't do something with washi tape, then people will go, well, you said you were going to do something with washi tape and you didn't do anything with washi tape, so we're gonna give you a strike on that. I can't get this open. I can't get my washi tape open. There it goes. Nope, that's not it. But since it's in my title and it's in my thumbnail, I have to use the washi tape. So, you know, that's one of those things about YouTube, is they're very particular about these things. So I'm going to pull out a piece of washi tape. Wow, there's not very much washi tape on that. That is very, very low on the washi tape. I expected those rolls to be a lot thicker than that. Look how tiny, look at the tiny amount of washi tape on these. I don't remember where these came from. These also came from the box that I was digging things out of earlier. Can't find the end. Ah, there it is. Okay, so that's it right there. So take that and where's that other card? I'm going to do it with this one. So I'm just going to put this little washi tape down on the edges of this card because I think that's going to be kind of pretty. And if I don't like it, I can always cut it off later. Just like so, just to cover up the edges of the card, because I didn't really do the glitter paste completely round on the card. There we go. I gotta quit doing that. I'm gonna get a copyright strike for it. Wow, this washi tape doesn't really stick very well either. I'm not sure about this washi tape. I'm really not sure about this particular washi tape. It's thin, there's not very much on there, and it does not stick very well. I don't know if it's because it's sticking, because I'm putting it on the paste. Let's see, it's coming off right there. That's coming off all on its own. Thank you, Rose. Good night, Rose. How about the purple card? How about the purple? Oh, I could do the purple card too. All right, so this one might not be sticking well because of the paste that's on there. So let's pull out the purple card. And we'll put a few little strands of washi tape down it, just like this, just to be parallel with the with the design that's on there. Let's see if it sticks to that. No, it's really not even sticking to that much better. I mean, I know washi tape's not particularly thick, sticky, because that's one of the reasons that people use it, especially to mark off when they're doing whatchamacallit, watercolors, because it's not sticky and it doesn't stick to the card, but I kind of expect it to stick a little bit better than that. You have a corner rounder. I do have a corner rounder. I have a corner rounder, but I can't put my hands on the corner rounder. What I can put my hands on is a corner fancier. I can make the corners fancy. And that's from a movie too, and I really don't remember what movie it came from, where they kept on saying, ooh, fancy. I just don't remember what movie it's from. Oh, kind of like popped right out of there. I didn't remember that one. I didn't remember that was from Pirates of the Caribbean for sure. There we go. Might just need a little glue to supplement. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Trying that again. You have to be in tune. Oh, Elena. Ooh, that was a righteous burn right there. That was a righteous burn right there. Nicely done, Elena. You're absolutely right. I have to be in there. I have to be in tune to get a copyright strike. You're absolutely right on that. Was too funny. But that turned out pretty cool. I mean, it's just parallel lines with washi tape, but that looks really nice. You know, and then just put a sentiment on there. I mean, they're not perfectly parallel. I can see that these are a little closer together than that one, but, you know, that's not too bad. And it is sticking down better on this than it did on this. It's really not sticking down on this well at all. So, you know, I guess the solar paste is causing issues for it. So it comes from a good place. It's okay. I'm fine with it. Like I said, we should all learn to laugh at ourselves, for we will never cease to be amused. Really and truly. I know that I cannot carry a tune if you put it in a bucket and handed it to me. It's just never going to happen. I can't sing. It is not in my wheelhouse, and I'm okay with that. That doesn't stop me from trying to sing. I enjoy singing. I just don't sound very good. So, you know, I'm totally fine with that. Please don't feel bad about that at all. That was a righteous burn there. That really was. That was well done, Elena. That was really and truly well done. The purple paper is so cute. It really is. This, I don't remember. I got this from one of the books of paper that I have, and I don't remember which one I got it from, but it really is very pretty paper. So on that note, I have used the washi tape, so I have satisfied my thumbnail. I have satisfied my title. I like this a lot. I really do. The little paws that I heated up. You know, not necessarily, you can really tell the difference now between the ones that have the embossing powder on them and the ones that don't. I'm not sure the embossing powder added anything to it, but heating it up really added a lot to it. So that was really cool. This is a really cool little design paste. And it really is. That is a nice texture. I can see, somebody said using this in painting. I can see that being a really cool texture for, you get a textural design element in painting. I can see that being beautiful. So maybe this isn't bad. It's just thick, and that's totally fine. It's not anything that I don't have any interaction with. And I mean, it did spread. And then when we spread paper on, and when we sprayed water on it, it did really cool. And then putting the little glitter paste on top of that, that is so pretty. I mean, that is just really shiny. You look at it one way, and it's just a nice little mottled design. But if you look at it another way, it's got this beautiful glitter to it. Oh, these are so cool. Texture and art is really cool. Thanks for showing us all this tonight. Oh, you're welcome, Mary. I had fun. If you use plainer white or clear texture paste and use colored embossing powders, you can get a neat effect. Ooh, I will have to try that. Very, very, very cool. I won't even sing to my cat because they have sensitive hearing. Oh, Elena, that's too funny. That's too cool. All right. I'm going to let this go here. It's been an hour and a half. You know, my increasingly inaccurately named hour-long bingo session has become an hour and a half. The post to put the bingo cards up should open in the next half hour. And remember that you have until Sunday to post your bingo cards. So if you're part of the replay crew, we love you. We appreciate you. And And you still have until Sunday to post your bingo cards because, you know, it's not, you have to make the live or you can't play bingo. No, I don't do that. That's not the way I work. That's not the way I operate because I know that people can't always make the live. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so very, very thankful to each and every one of you. And I hope you had fun tonight because I sure did. I've got glitter all over my hands and I've got so many stencils to go clean now. And I got to clean off this tool better than I did. I've got stuff I've got to go do. But I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. And I hope that you have a great weekend. I will be on Whatnot tomorrow trying to sell my cards if you want to join. But honestly, if you have any reservations about Whatnot, I strongly suggest that you not download the app. I'm just going to say that. If you want, oh, garbage. I'm going to post it in the Facebook group about the craft with me and the Whatnot. I did figure out how to do the tips on Whatnot, so that was something that I needed to do, but I'm going to post it in the Facebook group because this video is already too long and I need to post it in the Facebook group so everybody can see it. So look for that post about the craft with me because I need to get those boxes sent out so that everybody can have them. And I appreciate each and every one of you, and hugs and cheers and happy crafting and spoons to everybody. And I hope you have an excellent evening or weekend or everything else. Cheers. Happy crafting. I can't get to the button. I need to move the camera so I can get to the button. Bloop. Cheers.